Life goes up and it goes down.
Hey everyone, today I am putting together an ADHD planner as a gift for someone. I figured that several of you might want to see this since you have mentioned to me that you have ADHD, and for everyone else you can also get some ideas from this video because they can work for planners even if you don't have the ADHD. And during the flip through at the end of this video, you'll get to see 33 different ideas for planner inserts. I'm giving away some free printables with this video, which you can access in the description down below. So for this planner, I purchased this ADHD planner PDF on Etsy, and I made some changes to it. One of the free printables for today is this table of contents that shows you how to put together the planner that I'm making today. The PDF that I purchased has, I think, 170 pages, so it took me a long time to figure out kind of how to organize everything and which pages to actually print out, which ones were worth it, and how many pages I should print out. So I have that listed here on the table of contents. And I printed all these pages onto paper that's a little heavier than your standard printer paper, so I'll link that down below. I needed a cover and I needed dividers, so I went and I bought this Happy Notes notebook, which includes some dotted line paper. I also purchased this big paper punch so that I could quickly punch out all of the planner pages, as well as these bookmarks that go with this notebook to give me some additional dividers. And then for the subsections of this planner, I'm going to be using Ultra tabs. This Happy Notes notebook comes with 3 dividers, and it comes with all of this paper, which I'm going to incorporate into the ADHD planner. On the table of contents that I'm giving you, I have this column for whether or not the pages are printed, and then I've written down what is to be printed on the front page and what is to be printed on the back page. So page 57 of the PDF is the Do It With Dopamine task list, and then on the back of that page is Get It Done Weekends. The planner that I'm setting up today is meant to be more of a sampler of what comes with the PDF, but it's completely up to you how many that you want to print out. The other free printables that I'm giving away are the title pages for each of the subsections. I'm going to use this table of contents as a guide for setting this up. Step 1 is to print out and punch any sheets that you want to use in the planner. That includes the PDF sheets, the table of contents, and the subsection title sheets. So I am also using this time to print out the labels that will be going onto my tabs and dividers onto clear sticker paper. For step 2, I'm going to cut out those tab labels and adhere them onto the dividers, bookmarks, and the Avery Ultra tabs. These labels are going to match the ones that I have written in the table of contents. So for example, calendar and task list is section 1, so it's going on divider 1, and the first subsection is task sheets, so that will be on the first Avery Ultra tab. There are 4 sections which will go on the 3 dividers plus 1 of the bookmarks. And then the final bookmark will say today, and it will be used as a placeholder for the current day in the calendar section. Step 3 is to switch out the discs for larger ones, but this step is completely optional, and the reason why I decided to switch out the mini size discs with classic size ones is because I wanted to include a bunch of paper in the back for a brainstorming section. Step 4 is to assemble the planner by adding in all the sheets and dividers. And finally, step 5 is to add the subsection tabs. The premise of this planner is that it was designed by someone who has ADHD, and she over the years has designed these printables to help motivate her ADHD brain to be productive. She also says that several of her templates are inspired by the findings of research studies on ADHD, so she includes what she calls these bonus sciencey tips that talk about, for example, ADHD and time perception, ADHD and lack of motivation, etc. She mentions how ADHD brains produce less dopamine than neurotypical brains, and she says that using things like checklists and rewards can increase dopamine and motivation. I have the table of contents behind this first tab. Under the task list subsection are 3 types of tasks. The first one is called Do It with Dopamine, and it has a column for your tasks, a place for you to write down the reward, and then a checkbox to mark off once you've completed the task to increase dopamine. After that are Get It Done weekends and Get It Done days, where you give yourself a reward after completing a certain number of tasks on either a specific weekend or a day. So she's trying to use these checklists and rewards to increase motivation. And this Etsy shop owner recommends that you start with 1 to 2 pages on a clipboard before you print out a bunch of pages to make sure that the templates work for you, or maybe even to just start with the Daily Focus Friend page. So if you want to create the planner that I'm creating today and you get easily overwhelmed, maybe you should try to just start with a few pages first. And then once you become comfortable with a few templates, then you can build from there. She also says to print 1 month at a time instead of all 12, so you can take it 1 month at a time, really break it down into those bite-sized bits. And here's an example of one of those sheets that is included in the PDF. This one is about ADHD and time perception, and it says that research shows ADHD brains experience time differently to other people, and it's been called time blindness. The Daily Focus Friend section is meant to help with increasing awareness of passing of time and with prioritization. The PDF comes with a bunch of different versions of some of these inserts. So for example, the Daily Focus Friend, I think, comes with like 2 or 3 different layouts for this. I just printed out the one that I thought would work the best, but there's a lot of flexibility in which sheets you end up printing out. So I like this one because it had time blocking and it had the hours listed here, so 5 a.m. All the way to 9 p.m. You have your focus for the day, the self-care activities that you need to get done, necessary tasks. I would assume that this would be for your top 3 most important tasks. And then there's also a reward for completing those tasks to help motivate you. And after that, I wanted to include the monthly and weekly calendars, and this again also comes in different types of layouts. And there's an option for dated calendars and undated calendars. And then on the back, I decided to add the month overview, which is supposed to be for the tasks for the weeks of that month. So for example, you could write down the first week of that month, what needs to get done, what are the high priority tasks, what are important dates or birthdays. And then after that, I included the weekly planner sheets, but I chose to print out the 2-page spread. There's also a 1-page spread option. So this one spans from Monday to Thursday, Friday to Sunday, and then there's a section for next week, and it also has a place to write down your to-dos. So it's structured very similarly to the Daily Focus Friend. After that is the Strategies and Positive Habits tab. First section is called ADHD Strategies. This has wind down strategies, and it has a section to write down what you can do when you need to wind down. So you can list out your strategies for meditations you can do, exercises, apps you can use, music playlists you can play. The next page is called Don't Think, Just Do. It says that often we just need to calm our overstimulated ADHD nervous system before we can make the next decision or next move. This is just another strategy to help you if you are feeling anxious and you're just supposed to pick one of these and just try it to see if it helps you. Then it has a when I feel anxious cheat sheet, which is basically the same as this, but you get to come up with the strategies that you know have worked for you, and then you can reference this when you're feeling anxious. The next page is favorite playlists. So she has this section for your playlists that you want to listen to when you're cleaning, when you're working, chilling, commuting, exercising, and cooking. And then she has these coloring pages, so I just chose to include one of them. There's a little drawing activity. And then after that, I decided to include more like planning and prioritizing. So this is basically the Eisenhower matrix. Your first quadrant is your urgent and important tasks, important, not urgent, urgent, not important, and not important, not urgent. So you can print out these inserts to practice prioritizing your tasks, maybe even to prioritize them for each day until you build or develop that skill. And then there's just this additional sheet. It says that ADHD brains have a tendency to stay stuck in the divergent thinking brainstorm stage way too long, which is basically where you come up with your creative ideas, and then convergent is more for logical thinking. This Etsy shop owner created a template to help you balance between divergent and convergent thinking. The next section I'm calling positive habit building, and this is all about motivation. So the first insert is a self-care assessment wheel, and then there's this visualization journal where you visualize how you will feel once you achieve that habit. And then you get into the planning. So there's a structured layout of this habit planning, and then there's also this journey layout. And then you have habit evaluation. So after you've set your goals, you want to narrow that down to a single habit. This is a worksheet for reframing, which I've spoken about on this channel before. Basically, you write down your limiting self-belief and then you reframe that to what reality is. And it refers to this book for examples of reframing phrases. It's ADHD 2.0. The final section is called trackers and home management. So I'm putting a meal planning section in first. This is a meal planner for each week, and it has breakfast options, lunch options, and snacks. So I included 5 sheets of the meal planner, and then I added in this grocery list at the back. The next subsection is decluttering. And the first insert is about how we're taught to clean our homes, but our devices need some TLC too. There are certain tasks that don't need to be done every single month, but when you kind of break it down and find a routine, then it's a little less overwhelming. So on here, she has cleaning up your email inbox, your smartphone, your laptop, your tablet, and your social. So that was pretty cool because I'm not used to seeing that. There's also this home declutter insert, which I'm pretty excited about. It breaks it down into the different areas of your home and lists out items to declutter. There's an option for an empty sheet in case you want to customize it to fit the areas of your home a little bit better. The next section is called self-care routine and trackers. And the first page is to develop a self-care routine for yourself for the morning and the night. And then you also rate what your self-care is. Then it talks about how exercise can help individuals with ADHD because it reduces the scattered brain by increasing dopamine and norepinephrine, which help with your attention. Since this is the self-care tracker section, we have a mood tracker and also a fitness tracker, a medication tracker, and then medical appointments. And then the final section is called Other Trackers. This one is an assignment tracker, but it's not just for school. It can be used for projects, like if you have any sort of house projects that you're working on, craft projects that you're working on, and you just create deadlines for yourself for those projects. There's a tax tracker. Hashtag ADHD tax is a commonly used phrase on social media now. It references moments where you forgot something due to your ADHD brain. Because of that, you end up losing money. You're supposed to write out the items that you had this ADHD tax incident, and then you come up with a strategy so it doesn't happen again. There's also a 24-hour rule so that you don't impulsively buy items. You write out the store, what's in your basket, and then you wait 24 hours. You can track the parcels that are coming so you know when they're going to arrive. There's a password tracker, a plant health tracker so that you don't forget to water your plants. So you have a schedule for each of your plants and when they need to be watered. This is kind of more the fun section where you write down what things you want to either read or listen to, if it's a podcast or apps or videos that you want to check out. You can list them here. So this is kind of like a wish list. And then you have ongoing podcasts that you want to finish and books that you've started that you want to finish. This is called a productivity power pedal. It says that you're supposed to use it when you're in hyperfocus mode so that you remember to take breaks. And it doesn't say to, but I'm assuming you would want to set some sort of timer if you want to remember to take breaks when you're in hyperfocus mode. And then there's also this hyperfocus lotus. It's the same concept. The final section is brainstorming. So I just use this bookmark here, and it includes all of the lined paper that came with the Happy Notes notebook, because ADHD brains love to be in that divergent mode of thinking, and also to just help sort out all of those ideas and get them down onto paper so that they can be converted into convergent thinking later on. The second bookmark I'm going to place in the calendar. So then this acts as a placeholder. It says today at the top so that you know where today is in your calendar, so you can easily flip to it. That's a flip through of an ADHD planner. I hope that this gave you some ideas. Whether or not you do have ADHD, you can still use a lot of these insert ideas in your planner. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.